Hello and welcome on into the Bricksticks channel. My name is Bricksticks and this video is going to explain what I use during my normal Vulcan run and why I use them. I'll be explaining each part so it's easy to understand and digestible. And I also decided to make my gameplay video and this explanation video as two separate videos just because I didn't really want to bloat up the gameplay video. So first we'll go over the weapons. I think the plum sword is absolutely insane in the value that it provides. It provides extra critical hit damage, critical hit rate, attack percentage, and skill damage. Secondly, I use West Wind, which still has one of the hardest hitting weapon skills, and it heavily benefits from the buffs of the plum sword. I will say that this weapon set is very RNG dependent, so it's very important for you to try and get as much critical hit rate as you can. Now there are some obvious replacements such as Thetis Grimoire and Skadi if you don't have these two. Moving on to the skills, I used Earthshock from Death Stance for the 30% critical hit damage, and I also used Iceberg from Armor Break to break Vulcan as fast as I can. In Blessing Stones there can be a variety of combinations, but my winning combination was Sharp Perception for the increased critical hit rate, Advanced Dagger Technique for overall damage increase, Swiftness for the additional dash and potential dash reset, and finally Boss Slayer for the more additional damage. Shoutouts to Painblade for his recent video which actually made me start using the Swiftness blessing. With the additional dash and potential reset, it works really well with the plum sword since it requires you to constantly dash for its full bloom. You also have a cooldown increase of 15% from Boss Slayer, so Swiftness is a bit of a double whammy. Moving on to my gear, I'm actually using a bit of an unorthodox setup. 2 Burning Greed, 2 Burning Curse, and 4 Expert. You want the damage scaling from the Burning Curse and the attack scaling from the Expert. The 4-piece effect from the Burning Curse set is unneeded in this scenario, so using a 2-set Burning Greed for critical hit rate is very good. For hunters, I used Alicia, Mei Lin, and Jinwoo. Alicia and Mei Lin are probably the two most important parts of my team. When you use Alicia's support skill, it not only freezes Vulcan in place, so you can do more damage, it gives you a shield and removes your debuffs. This is very important because the Vulcan stage actually applies a passive debuff, where if you get up to the maximum amount of stacks, which is 5, you will get stunned and take damage. Now the only real alternative to this is Park Hee-jin, who also has a debuff remover, but it'll be hard for her to raise the team's total power as much. Mei Lin is also extremely important, not only for her attack increase buff, but for her ability to remove shields. Vulcan's final stage gives him a massive shield, and honestly the only way to remove it is to use Mei Lin's support skill. You can also use Hwang Dong-soo, who also has a shield remover for this purpose. Now honestly, Jinwoo is not as important of a character as I make her out to be. I just use her for faster breaking and because she has the highest combat power in my team. So good alternatives for her would definitely be either Char, for her skill which increases critical hit rate and critical hit damage for 15 seconds, or Min, who probably is the better option because he heals and he also increases damage dealt to the target for 20 seconds. The artifact sets that I am using for them are my usual sets. Alicia has not been fully decked out, but she is currently rocking a 4-piece solid foundation set and a 4-piece burning curse set. Mei Lin is rocking an 8-piece burning blessing set, and Jinwoo is running an 8-piece burning greed set. You can definitely beat normal Vulcan while in the red, but pushing into the white for the recommended power really helps. Honestly, even using the wrong sets just to get your team above the threshold is honestly a worthwhile investment. And finally, for the shadows, I used Igris as my main shadow for the critical hit rate, Blades for the attack increase when he uses his skill, and Iron, who lowers enemy defense. Hello, Editor Bricks here, and I just realized I actually didn't show any of my blessings, so I'm just gonna go and explain it quickly. Basically, I focus a lot on critical hit damage, and I focused a lot on increasing attack as well. Hey guys, future Bricksticks here. So I just finished my second run against Vulcan on stream using the exact same build, so it definitely works. This time, however, I did have different blessings, so I had 2 critical hit damages, 1 legendary and 1 heroic, 2 ultimate skill damages, 1 legendary and 1 heroic, And finally, I also had the blessings, which increases attack, HP, and defense. And lastly, I had critical hit rate, which didn't really do too much, but yeah, it definitely does work. Alright, if you guys have made it to the end of the video, I just want to say a massive thank you for all the support so far. I hope this video was informative and helps you guys with planning for Vulcan. And also as well, let me know if you guys have beaten Vulcan on normal difficulty or if you guys are still stuck. And also as well, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You guys already know the jazz. Really helps out my channel and my videos. And yeah, thanks again and have a great one, guys. Take care.